Consistency in our game. I think that we saw, flashes of that during our last game. Being able to still defend really well. I thought last game our rush defense was pretty solid for the most part, limiting odd man rushes against. And in the defensive zone, Utah established some zone time, but for the most part, I thought we did a really good job of keeping them to the outside.
You were leaning towards Swayman yesterday. Are you still leaning, or are you still waiting?
Sway will be in net tonight.
Okay. And the same lines from practice you played in the game as well. So McLaughlin called up but not in.
Correct. Johnson will be on a line with Coyle and Frederick.
Okay. As the head coach in the last 24 hours, have you had different meetings, tried to connect with different guys more, et cetera, a little different from your, I guess, normal routine?
I think that's fair to say. I'm always trying to connect with the guys, even before this, but right now it's about trying to establish a little bit more of a relationship with some of the guys, trying to figure out what makes them tick a little bit. But I know a lot of the guys have been here a while, so I have a good idea what makes them go and what works. But definitely some more one-on-one conversation just about their game and about how they're feeling.
So a guy like Elias, who had a really good game the other night, obviously, not just the goal but everything else. What do you say to him to keep it up? Because he has admitted that he wasn't playing at his level he wanted, and he'd been struggling for
There's really wasn't much to say, to be honest. He, like you just said, he admitted the fact that he needed to play better, and I think that was a step in the right direction. I really didn't have a lot to say. I just want him to build on a lot of the things that he did well last game, continue to build on those things, and I think his overall game will improve from there.
Has it been somewhat of a search to find the right place for Johnson? His right fit, his right...
At times. I think he's a versatile player for us, though. He can play on your third line, not so much on the fourth line maybe, but if we need him there in a pinch, he can. And he can also bump up at times to one of the top six. But I think that we're trying to see where we can utilize him the most, where he can help the team. And a lot of it's dictated on his play and where we see him fitting in.
So I suppose it's theory at this point, but what do you like in this situation, this line tonight for him?
Well, I like the fact that he's got some speed on that line. Obviously, has experience. They've played small amount together, I think, if I remember correctly, and had some success. So we're going to rely on that tonight, and we're relying on some experience with him in the lineup tonight too. Again,
coaching change 101. The new guy comes in off and says we're not in good enough shape. How do you feel about that? You think you're there conditioning-wise?
I don't think I said that.
No, I'm saying.
Yeah, I think that I think every new coach comes in and they have certain things that they want to touch on with their with the group, but we're just going to try to continue to keep skating and pushing the pace out there, and the conditioning should take care of itself from there.
Physical enough, you think?
Our guys?
Yeah.
They were last game, and I hope it continues. Like, we need that in our lineup. I thought Costello set the tone last game physically. I thought Zadorov was physical. Even we had some other guys like Geeky had a big hit in the neutral zone last game. So, that needs to be part of who we are, of our identity. I talked about that the other day, about being more difficult to play against, and that's part of it.
The goaltending decision tonight. The other guy has a shutout, 21 shots, which helps anybody who's trying for a shutout. Were you torn in that decision at all? What sort of factored into that?
I think Sway needs to get the net again. I think we all agree that he needs to be back in the net. He's still our guy, and he's going to work his way, and he's going to be fine. And like I said, I think if we're better defensively in front of him like we were last game for Corpy, it's going to make his job easier.